Good afternoon, parents. It is Wednesday. It's kind of a wet Wednesday outside. The kids had a great day today. All students will be coming home on green or blue. I had one student on pink, so if you have that child, don't be alarmed that they weren't on green and blue. They were on pink, so yay. Green and blue are good colors. Remember, green is the goal, so do not say, oh, well, you were on pink yesterday. How come you weren't on purple today? Or how come you were on green? Green is good. So we had a fantastic day at school. Everyone is on a good color. Remember to be checking the Dojo, that computer app, nightly. I still have about 10 parents that are not signed up at least. So if you need another slip with your code, I will give that to you. It's important to see what's going on with your child every day. The behaviors are very specific so that you hopefully don't have any questions as to what was happening at school. I do use we use the language back talk. If I tell you to sit down and you say, but I don't want to sit down, well, that's considered back talk. I'll give you a warning, but then if you continue that, then I will knock you down a point and you'll drop a color. So just cleaning a little bit of that up, mostly not a problem this year. Years in the past have been, it's been an issue. So just congratulations, parents, on raising good kids, or respectful kids, I should say. All kids are good. Okay, so today's letter C day. C says k, 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 like a cat. So we learned our sign language. This is the letter C. C says k, 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 like a cat. Meow. So we have our cat. They came up with some fun ones. This one cracked me up. Some kids said cool. I thought that was awesome. So we have that. These are all of the things that we came up. Now, if you notice, circle, it's a tricky one because the letter C is a tough letter. The letter C says k, like the letter K, or it says S, like the S. It does not use its own sound. It has to borrow sounds from other letters, so it's kind of sneaky. So the letter C can say k, 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 like a cat, but also later in the year and in first grade, we talk about how the letter C can be a soft C. So that's why we see the soft C here for S or K, O. It has both of them in there. Good job on coming up with some of our ideas. The kids are doing a good job with that. Next, we had a meeting this morning, the teachers did, and we had our specialists come in and talk to us about the kindergarten readiness test that all of the kids took. Some very eye-opening information. Being able to cross the midline, if everybody has the a line right here, and if you can cross over and do actions that way, then that's a big indicator on reading readiness. It's strange, right? Their math readiness, it's an indicator on just how they are able to spatially handle things. It's very interesting. So we were looking at all of those results, and one of the big things that we noticed was that students have a very difficult time crossing the midline. So today I taught them a song, Waliacha, and you touch your nose, and then you touch the opposite ear, and then you switch. And that's a really tough thing for these kids to do, so check and see if your child can do that tonight. I don't know if any of them could, maybe one or two. It's a tough skill. Other things that you can do with your child to help with that center midline, just simple things like the itsy bitsy spider. I know, right? It kind of seems like I never would have thought of that. The old games that we used to play, hands, even patty cake, or Miss Mary Mac, different things where they're crossing the midline. They're doing scissors, anything you can get to cross the midline. Another thing that was brought up was that we protect our children too much. We should let them have some risky play, like climbing up the slide on their feet and dangling and swinging and doing the monkey bars. All of those things are very important for inside your inner ear and your brain. There's different systems, and one of them is a vestibular system, and so that helps with all of that. Bunch of stuff, but basically we need to let our kids play and not hover over them so much. However, with that said, I don't let the kids climb up the slide because we just have too many children and I don't want any of them to flip over the side. But when you're with your own child, you can kind of let them do some of those things at home, or if you're with them at the park and there's not other kids around that you're going to disrupt. That might be kind of fun to do. So anyways, interesting stuff. If you're curious about other things that I've learned about, or if you have learned something and you want to share that with me, I'd be grateful. Sorry, this is a long video today. I'm going to have to maybe shorten it for tomorrow. I just started talking and got excited and rambled on and on. So anyways, if you stuck around for the whole video, congratulations. If not, don't worry about it. Today was our castle day, by the way, so it was tough cutting, really tough cutting. Enjoy your evening.